Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Like a prison science teacher talking about the South. And I guess I'm doing pretty well. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Birdwatching Podcast, where we ask chicks questions to get answers for you guys. Today I have a very special guest. Her name's Mikayla Wales. What's up, Mick?
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Should be a pretty fun episode 19. So we're on our way, you know?
Yeah.
Really building up.
That's a good number.
That is a good number.
That's a really good number.
What was your softball number? Was it 19?
No, my number was actually 14 up until I got into high school, and then it was number 1.
Oh, okay.
So
confident. I like
yeah.
that.
Well, I was just like, I was number 1 in the lineup too. Like I hit first.
Oh yeah. Lead
so
off.
I was a slapper.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Really?
Yeah, but I was fast, so that's why they made me a slapper. Yeah.
Did you want?
I'm actually right-handed.
Did you want to hit cleanup? Was that like the goal?
No, I didn't even care about hitting cleanup. I just wanted to actually swing away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because your whole objective is just to get on base.
Literally, it's like run, hit the ball, get a good hop,
Right.
and
Almost
get
like
on base.
Almost
Yeah.
like a glorified drag bunt almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, if you hit it right, like, it'll actually go far. Like, it'll go into the outfield.
Oh really?
But
I mean, yeah, of course.
like,
yeah.
you have
Rolls
power.
past like the shortstop or whatever.
Yeah. It just wasn't the same as, like, swinging away.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
My senior year, I just did it. I was like, I don't even
I'm
care.
swinging.
No, I was just like, I'm swinging away. You're not going to make me slap. And I hit left-handed, but
Did you?
yeah.
Are you ambidextrous?
No, but no, but when it comes to hitting, yeah.
Right. That's so funny. All right, so we start off every episode with a Rooster review. And today you actually brought in some Roosters for us.
Yeah.
So we're trying out these June Shines.
Yeah.
It's a hard kombucha.
Mm-hmm.
Flip can to activate. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's some instructions involved.
Yep.
And this one is called Midnight Pineapple. Have you tried?
Painkiller.
Oh, Midnight Painkiller. My
so
bad.
close.
And you
But
tried
it's
this.
pineapple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's flip them. And then crack them open. And, of course, you give a review. You got to give your Rooster a review. Remember to give a decimal because no decimals is rookie scores.
Yeah. Can you help me though?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
Good to go?
Yep.
All right. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited to try this out. All right, knock it. And dock it. Okay. It's got it does kind of have a little bit of a kombucha taste. Not like a real kombucha, like a
It kind of reminds me of like a sour beer. You know what I mean? Like it kind of tastes like a sour to me. And I don't taste the alcohol, and that's I think why I like it.
You can't taste the alcohol at all?
No.
I can kind of taste it like on the back of my tongue.
Like at the
something.
very like aftertaste,
Right.
but it's not like super strong, which is why I like it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like these.
Yeah, I do like it. It does. It's very subtle, but it also kind of has like a bitter bite at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. I can definitely taste the pineapple.
Yeah. I think, it's like coconut, pineapple, orange,
Nutmeg.
green tea, nutmeg, and then June kombucha, which is why it's like, I guess, June Shine.
I see. June.
The first
J-U-N.
time I had this, I actually thought like it was like a moonshine because you think like shine, like
Right.
whatever, like
super
maybe it was
strong.
just, nope.
Mm-mm.
So
It's actually pretty docile. It tastes like almost like a seltzer. I would say it tastes like more like a seltzer than it does a beer.
Yeah.
But it does have like, it's like a
a
mixed.
soury flavor.
Yeah.
I don't know how to, it's
Yeah.
like kombucha.
It's good though.
Literally
It is kombucha. That's literally what
So-
it is. We come to the conclusion that it's just kombucha.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
I have a rating. Do you have a rating?
yeah.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Oh, I really like these. It's like my go-to drink, so I put it pretty high. I put like 9.8.
What?
Yeah.
A 9.8?
Yeah, and I can't get these at home, so.
Oh, you can't get them in Tucson?
No, like we don't have, where I'm at, we don't have like Sprouts or like Whole Foods.
Right.
So they just do not sell them.
And that's where you find these, is like kind of like the
Bougie.
luxurious, bougie grocery stores.
Yeah.
The Lemon Snap cookie stores.
Yeah. All vegan.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No dairy.
I'm gonna go a lot lower than 9.8 for sure. That is actually our highest score of all time for anything.
Just love them.
I don't blame you.
They're so good to me.
I gotta try it one more time actually. You like threw me off. I was like 9.8, crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 5.3.
That's fair.
Yeah, kind of middle of the road for me. Still good though.
It's an acquired taste. Like you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah, for sure.
Type of thing.
Cult classic.
So.
All right. Next thing we're gonna talk about, I found a TikTok of a lady, and her name is, or I shouldn't say a lady, she's a woman. Her name is Billy Rembrandt, I think.
Ray Cyrus?
Yeah, her name is Billy Rembrandt, I believe. And if I'm butchering that, I do apologize. But she dropped a TikTok where she's talking about like the sexiest things that a guy can do.
Okay.
And she lists off a ton of them. And they're all like kind of like little things, right? So then I wrote down all the points that she made. We're going to talk about each one. And, you know, we'll kind of go quick. But we'll see, like, let's do smash or pass.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's dope, smash. If it's not dope, pass.
Okay.
The first one is getting your luggage out of the overhead compartment for you. Like a random guy. Random guy's like, oh, ma'am, can I help you with that?
Smash.
Smash?
That's pretty good.
It's like cute.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. And I like to be treated like a woman should. Like,
Right.
you know, like I like the gender roles of like a woman being a woman and like a guy being a guy.
Like chivalry.
In the way, yes, like chivalrous.
Right.
Like, I see it as being really nice and like,
For sure.
Thank you.
Like, oh, that was very sweet of him. Yeah, I love you. All right, next one. Getting me coffee in the morning. Smash or pass?
Pass.
Pass.
Only because I'm kind of specific about the way that I like my coffee made too. So I don't want to be like,
he brings
like you brought me like coffee, but like I'm not going to drink it because I don't like it or something like that. Plus I'm just not like, yeah. So I think that's a pass.
Let's change it then. You going to get coffee with him in the morning.
Oh, that's smash. That's cute.
That's
cute.
smash. That's smashable.
Yeah, that's what Elon did for me this morning. He went and got me Starbucks, but I told him my order. So.
What an absolutely just like
shout out
perfect
best boyfriend
of all time. Just
absolutely.
The crap out of him. Turns the camera. Like, what's up, guys? Hey. Elon here. All right, here's your next one.
Okay.
Hands on your thigh when you're driving.
I'm going to say pass
Whoa!
Just based on the fact that sometimes it just gets, my leg will get like really sweaty and then I'm sitting there and it's like really, it's annoying. Like I'm just like, okay, like holding hands, cute. Smash all the way. Hand on the thigh, it's just like, it's also awkward because then you have to like kind of like put your leg because otherwise their arms like trying to stretch.
Right. I never thought about that.
And so it's just kind of like you have to like move positions. But like if I just hold your hand, like that's smash. But
one thing that I saw you guys do yesterday that I thought was actually kind of cute is he will go inside of your arm and then hold it like this. So like if this is your arm, he would come like in the inside and then hold it and then you're kind of like resting on his arm a little bit. That's cute. I also like kind of grabbing turns it again. He's like, what's up? I like the hand on the thigh too, but that might be like more of a like dope for a guy, more of a smash for a guy.
Oh yeah, definitely more for the guy because the girl's just like, okay, well now I have to move my leg over and like your hand's on there and like it's definitely sweating, especially in like, Arizona heat.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
So hands
gotta love a sweaty thigh though.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't like I'm not mad about it. It's just kind of like uncomfortable sometimes.
Right. I get that. Honest opinions, I love it. Okay, so when a guy takes his hat off, runs his hand through his hair, and then puts his hat back on, smash or pass?
Smash.
Is that a thing? So
yeah.
The way she described it, she was like this. She was like, the hat's on, forward. So, like, take it off, and then, like, but she, like, put it down like this, like kind of, like, nonchalant-y, like, oh, I don't actually care how it looks on me.
I don't know about that, but just, like, the taking the hat off, running the hands through the hair, it's just, like, I don't know. That's just like it's just like a man thing. And it's just like, it's just very attractive. Like when people like will do that. Extra points if it's a cowboy hat though. I'm not going to lie. Because like, it's like, you can tell like that man just got done working. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like where I grew up, like it's all.
Ranchers?
Yeah.
Ranch water?
Yeah.
Ranch water sippers?
Especially where I went to high school, like all my friends, we went to school in our cowboy boots.
Oh,
like,
really?
That was like
that was normal.
Yeah, that was a normal thing.
People didn't do that at my high school. If you did that, people would laugh at you.
Yeah, that's how it was like
funny.
at other schools that were like in the area. Like if you showed up anywhere with your cowboy boots, they like made fun of you essentially. Like,
I mean, it was just out of the norm.
Which I get it, but then where I'm at, people would bring their freaking horses to school.
Right.
Like they're like, they'd be like, all right, it's bring your pet to school day, senior prank, and people would show up on their horses.
With their horses.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, people would bring tractors, so it was still very like hick. Like people would drive the tractors to school, very hick, and those kids would wear boots, and like nobody really thought anything of it. But specifically where I went to school was like this private school. So everybody was kind of just like run-of-the-mill, middle class, like a lot of white kids. Like people were, it was just kind of a bubble. Like everybody was the exact same. But
the only other thing is because like I'm close to the border, like we had like Hispanic kids too.
Oh, yeah.
But like not really many other kids of color.
Oh, really?
At all.
We had 3 black kids in my house school.
Yep, that's like the same here.
Which was crazy to me because then started getting closer to like kids at public schools, and then I was like, holy cow, their school is so diverse. Like our school was just...
And mine was a public school.
It was literally just like a snowbank of students.
Yeah.
Like, here's your next one.
Yeah.
Rolled up long sleeves. Smash or pass?
I'll pass on that one.
Really?
Yeah. Only because like, I don't know, sometimes it just looks like not nice. Like it doesn't look nice. Like if someone just like pushes the sleeves up but they're like at the same height, that's fine. That's no problem. I'm kind of picky about things. I know it's really bad.
Yeah, that is.
But like when people just kind of like, and it depends on where they are. If they're rolled all the way up here, absolutely not. No. That looks stupid. You might as well just wear a t-shirt.
Right.
But if they're kind of like, like right here, like at the arms, like you just got hot. Like it's
what's
not
that? The
a
baseball
problem.
tee? The
I like those, like the 3/4.
3/4. Yeah. Those are cool. And
I like those.
Those were big in high school when I was in high school. Everybody had one, and they were like like you'd get them at Old Navy or whatever, and it was just like green sleeves, white shirt, or like blue sleeves, white shirt.
I had a couple of those.
Yeah, so did I. Those are cool.
So I'll just give it a pass.
You're gonna give it a pass?
Yeah.
Understandable. It's funny because
I don't think it's something where I'm like, oh my god, that's so hot. Like I'm just like, okay, yeah.
It's funny because she was like, these are all the little things that every girl loves, and you've already passed on like 3 of them. So it's like every girl's so different. Yeah. Here's your next one: buying something from IKEA and letting me watch you put it together.
Smash, because I don't have to do it.
Right. So if like
someone else does it for me.
Yeah, like let's say he just like goes and picks up a cheap table and then just like assembles it in front of you. Is that kind of hot?
Yeah, it's also nice to know like, okay, like he actually knows how to use tools and like
a little manual labor.
Kind of handy. Right. I mean, I get that there's instructions, but IKEA, like there's a lot of parts.
True.
So
a lot of extra parts.
Yeah.
Every time I put something together from IKEA, it's like, what am I supposed to do with all these screws?
Or it's missing one screw or something.
Then you just gotta kind of chance it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the next one. Picking me up, just like picking you up physically. And doing the dirty dancing spin.
Oh, God. I'll say smash. That's cute. Sometimes, though, I'm like, I don't want to be touched. And, like, if someone's like, oh, my God, and, like, trying to throw me around. Also, sometimes it hurts, like, if you, like, pick up, like, in the wrong spot or, like, pull on, like, the skin and it's just, like, uncomfortable.
Then you're like,
but for the most part, like, it's cute. Like, if you grab, like, under the legs type of thing and, like, lift, like, the lift like that, that's cute. That's cute. That's smash. Yeah.
And I feel like you're always going to give more of a pass to him, too, because, like, if anybody's going to pick you up, hopefully it's him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if anyone else touches you, it's not going to go very well.
Swinging hands.
Have a problem.
Seriously. All right, we got a couple more. Park my car for me. Cute or cringe? Smash or pass? Cute or cringe?
I'd say smash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. That's like a really nice thing to do, especially, you know, if it's like, oh, like we're coming up to a restaurant. Oh, why don't you get out and I'll go park the car for you or something.
Yeah, my dad does that all the time.
That's nice. Yeah.
My dad will do that. Only if like me and my brother are with him, because I don't think he wants my mom just like walking into a building by herself. Right. But if I'm there or my brother's there, he's like, he'll drop us off at the door, which is nice, especially in Minnesota when it's like winter.
Cold.
It's freezing and there's snow and you don't want to be outside. He'll go park the car and then meet us inside.
Yeah, and that's nice. Like I think that's like another like chivalrous like kind of thing to do, like, you know, like I'll take the long walk. Like you just like stand here, whatever.
Get inside,
look pretty.
warm up. Yeah. Look pretty. Yeah. I think it's very chivalrous. Most of these are just like chivalrous.
Yeah.
Just like gentlemen, like small things to do.
Yeah.
Here's your next one. Okay, so this one's kind of confusing, but it's like the mom grab. So it's like, you know, when you're walking, maybe you're like texting or not paying attention and you're like coming up to an intersection and he like, you're going to keep walking, but he like puts his hand in front of you to stop you. Mm-hmm. Is that smash or pass?
That's a smash. Yeah. That's a smash. That's just like looking out. Like,
that's just considerate.
I could walk into traffic. Like, you know what I mean? Like not paying attention. Exactly.
Right.
But it's also just, you know, cute, like kind of a little grab, like, or especially if like someone's like, he's done this before, like someone will be walking and he'll just kind of like grab me or put me on the other side. Like when we're walking down a street, he always makes sure that I'm not standing on the closest to the road. Like I'm always on the inside.
Yeah,
so even if I start walking on this side or whatever side it is, he'll move me around. Right. So it's kind of like
the sidewalk rule.
Yeah.
My mom taught me that when I was super little. Actually, she was like, you should always be the one standing closer to the road. If you're walking with a girl, she should be on the inside. And I've just grown up like knowing that.
I think that's also a Midwest thing because my parents taught me the same thing when I was growing up.
Very early.
And a lot of people don't like know that.
I don't think so.
But
a lot of relational rules on sidewalks. So if you don't know that by now, then you really should, you know,
put your girl on the inside of the sidewalk.
Right. Exactly. The next one is playing with your hair. When a guy plays with your hair, smash or pass?
Smash.
Really?
I love like even like growing up in school, like when girls would be like, "Oh my God, let's braid each other's hair." I would be like, "Please, someone braid my hair," just because like I like when people play with my hair. But my mom used to do that when I would like fall asleep. Like she would like play with my hair.
Oh, so
I think that it's just like a thing,
like a maternal thing almost.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know. It feels nice and it's cute, like running through your fingers through your hair. It's you know. Get a little head scratch.
That's what I was gonna say. I like a head scratch. When a girl has nails and she like, you know, does a head scratch. Whoops. I'm gonna turn off that real quick. When a girl like gives you head scratches, it like gives you like tingles almost, and you're like, oh my gosh, I could fall asleep right now.
It just feels good.
It does feel good.
So I like it.
Smash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's your last one. Finding a reason to wear a suit. Smash pass. Like he's wearing a suit, not you.
No, right.
Unless you want to be like a female politician or something.
I would say smash.
Okay.
I think it's hard because I don't think that like if we're going out to dinner at like Olive Garden or something, like do not like that's way too like overdressed. But you know, like if we go out like on a nice day or like
a nice
going somewhere, like
What about hot pot?
Absolutely. 100%. You be so wet. Hot pot.
You look great tonight, babe. She's
literally just dripping into the food.
Into the broth. Oh, grody. Add a little salt to it.
Oh.
That's grody. But smash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smash.
Cool. All right. Whoa. Sound check 1, 2. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do taste tests around the world. Today we're trying out exotic fruits. So we got a ton of just weird looking fruits today.
I know.
This one, what do you want to start with? You want to start with the quince? I kind of want to start with the quince.
Yeah, quince, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look up a little information on it quick.
Okay. We probably picked one that was not ripe.
Quince fruit.
It's a little hard.
Quince fruit. The quince is the sole member of the genus Sidonia in the family Rosaceae. It is a deciduous tree that bears hard, aromatic, bright golden yellow pome fruit, similar in appearance to a pear, hard and tart, and seldom eaten raw, but are processed. Oh my gosh.
This is going to taste so tart. It's going to be so sour.
That's all right. That's okay.
You know what?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so funny. It is very hard.
Oh, it looks like a pear though.
It does
and I
look
love
like a pear.
Pears.
I do too. I kind of hope it tastes like a pear.
I know, but I have a feeling it's going to be like really.
All right. Here's your slice.
Okay.
Knock it.
Yeah. Ooh.
And dock it.
Oh.
Okay. It actually reminds me so much. We had a pear tree growing up at my house. And they tasted almost just like this.
Yeah.
A little bit sweeter.
I don't like, it makes my mouth feel dry. Like my tongue feels like really dry. Like there's like a film. Oh my gosh. But honestly, like
this reminds me so much of what I used to eat though.
It's not bad.
It's really not.
It just tastes like an unripe fruit.
It tastes like
it's like not ripe yet.
It has the consistency of an apple and the taste of a pear, but it's lacking in like A little less sweet and a little more tart. Yep. It's actually good though.
Yeah.
This is, I'm not even kidding. It's actually tripping me out how much it tastes like the pears that we used to have on our tree.
I mean, I'm still eating it, so obviously it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I like it. Quince.
Guru thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good actually. I have a rating for it.
Okay, I do too.
I'm gonna go. This is weird because like something about the nostalgic factor is raising my score. I'm gonna go 7.2.
Okay. I'm kind of in the same ballpark. I was gonna go a little lower. I was gonna go like 6.7.
Still pretty good though.
Yeah,
Not
like
bad.
I would eat it again, but I probably wouldn't go out of my way to like buy it.
Same.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Because I would buy a pear. Like I would buy a pear instead.
I would probably rather eat this than a pear.
Really?
I think it has a better flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want the.
I would have been really good if I like got it in your mouth though.
What's the verdict?
It has butter in it, by the way.
Yeah, this is covered in caramel and butter sauce.
He has a dairy allergy, so.
It is just.
Could you imagine?
What do you think?
I don't think that's right.
No, that's how it is. But
I think that is how it is.
Like they're hard and tart, and then they're not really eaten raw. They're put into like jam,
marmalades, jams, paste, or alcoholic beverages. Yeah. So I think that is actually how it tastes.
Maybe next June flavor, it's gonna be kids.
Hey.
This is probably
yeah, Juke Shine. Come on, Juke
hey.
Shine. You hear us. You need to make it now. And then our next one, let's save the cool one for last. This is a pepino melon. And I don't even know how this is prepared, so let's look it up quick.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, a pepino melon.
Oh.
A species of evergreen shrub native. What? Oh yeah.
It looks like a
native to South America. Okay, so a species of evergreen shrub native to South America and grown for its sweet edible fruit. It is known as pepino dolce or simply pepino. The latter is also used for similar species such as S. mucronatum.
Okay.
All right, so I have no idea what it tastes like. But we'll try it out. You think I just cut right down the middle?
Yeah. Or
oh yeah,
I would have went long ways, but that works.
Right. It just looks like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of looks like a yeah, definitely cantaloupe. I was gonna be like a pumpkin or like a squash. Like they have like the seeds.
True.
You know.
Kind of like squashy.
Yeah.
Gourdy. It's kind of gourdy.
Like a carrot.
That's a carrot.
that right there, a carrot.
So next we have a carrot.
All right, you want to just kind of munch on that a little bit?
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
It smells really good.
It does smell very aromatic. It smells really good.
Chicken.
All right.
Okay.
It smells like beef. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
all
me
right.
too.
Knock it.
Yeah.
And dock it.
Okay.
It's literally a cantaloupe.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
I don't think it's as good as cantaloupe because I don't think it's as sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like the aftertaste. We have the other one too. Maybe the other one's.
Should we try the other one?
Yeah. We picked two because we didn't know if one was going to be ripe or
There's
not.
Like so this one's more like yellowy. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. And it's
and
softer.
This one's a little bit whiter.
Yeah.
And they said the white ones are the best, but this one was harder. So dang it, I did it again.
Yeah. That one.
I went the long way again.
It's okay.
It's all good.
It's all right. It's just a little. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. Okay.
Oops, I'm getting
juices
everywhere.
But this one definitely doesn't smell as sweet.
I feel like this one's less ripe.
It's definitely less ripe, but I think that this one was too ripe.
Oh, maybe. But too ripe, you'd think it'd be like sweet then.
I think it, yeah. I don't think it tastes, the first one didn't taste very sweet, so let's just try this.
Here you go. And try it.
Got it. Oh, nice throw.
Nice catch. Do you eat the whole thing?
He does not give a single beep.
Turn on the garbage disposal. All right, knock it. And dock it.
Okay. Oh.
Nope. Nope, that's not it. That tastes like pool water.
It kind of does.
It does. It tastes chlorine-y. Okay, so the first one was better.
Yeah,
Still not
good.
Not great.
No.
I have a rating.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm going to go for the pepino melon 3.8.
Yeah, I was going to go like 2.4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally is a cantaloupe, but lacking in all of the areas that make cantaloupe good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan.
Okay.
That was more like it's just like a tomato.
I was getting kind of like a
it does kind of taste
like a
tomatoey.
savory flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like a savory tomato?
Well, no, but like it was definitely more, I don't know, acidic. I guess that's kind of what are tomatoes. Tomatoes are acidic.
Yeah, they're very
I don't eat
acidic.
tomatoes. I don't like them.
It was definitely aged in a...
Yeah, in a fine barrel.
In a bourbon barrel. All right, I'm gonna toss.
Were those all of our Donald Trump impressions or what?
We're gonna build a melon.
We're gonna harvest all the melons. We're gonna build a melon.
No. Cantaloupe's better. I've had cantaloupe. It's much better.
You know it's his birthday today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Donald.
Happy birthday, Donald.
Shout out Big Don.
Biggie T.
What is he? He's probably like 74.
I think he's 75 because I just
Wow.
looked up his age the other day.
Crazy.
He's either 75 or he's turning 76. One of the two.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. These guys are so old, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All of our politicians are so
ancient.
old, dude.
And they age literally like 20 years after. You see them go into office and then they come out and they've aged like 20 years.
know, it's crazy.
It's because of the stress.
Right. I would never want to do that ever. I just want to eat fancy fruits and put them on the internet. All right. This one is called...
Kiwano?
Yeah.
Kiwano melon. We got a lot of melons.
Kiwano melon. And I'm really excited about this one. Like, look how cool this is.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think with that one, though, you do have to cut it in half. That way.
Like down the long way.
And then I would just maybe
let's look it up. What
hand
do we...
each person a half.
Kiwano melon.
Each person. There's two of us. Come on.
Two of us.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Intriguing.
Wow. Okay. So it kind of looks like passion fruit inside.
Yeah.
Commonly called the African horned cucumber, horned melon, spiked melon, jelly melon, kiwano, or CUKE-A-SAURUS.
I think it's cuke though, like cucumber, because it kind of looks like a cucumber.
A little
Oh,
bit.
you're gonna go that way?
You sit thinking half?
Yeah, I think half
Okay.
would be the best.
Halfsies?
Yeah.
For everybody here?
Yeah.
Wow, bruh.
That's fun.
I think we need spoons, though.
Yeah.
Elon, spoons, now!
Okay.
You still got your napkin?
Yeah.
All right.
This is a shit show. Look at that.
Wow, that is so pretty, actually. Very cool looking.
Yeah, it looks like a cucumber.
Looks
Like
like
it's got like the seeds like it, but it definitely gives me passion fruit vibes.
Yeah, for sure. To me,
and
it looks
if I,
like a CUKE-A-SAURUS.
If I push on it, the little things start to come out.
Oh, so do
Okay,
we need
that sounds
spoons?
really bad if we said that. Like,
Do
I don't. Yeah, I think we should get a spoon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like a jelly.
Oh.
Oh, they're like the little seeds.
I'm really hoping it's sour.
I know, me
Like
too.
I want it to be really sour, kind of like a passion fruit.
Okay.
Spoon me, babe.
I'm gonna put this closer so I don't like.
It doesn't smell like a whole lot though, so I'm worried
No.
that it just looks cool and it's not gonna be that tasty.
I keep touching my nose.
But here's the Kiwano melon, or the horned melon, or the CUKE-A-SAURUS. I'm still in focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Lit.
Knock it.
Mhm.
And dock it.
Alrighty. Oh God. Oh. Okay. This is like actually kind of difficult. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't even want to finish it. Do you want to try it?
Whew. That.
I'm not throwing this at you. It'll go everywhere.
You know what's funny? Is it really has no flavor, but it tastes terrible. If that makes any sense.
Because that's how I would describe it as well.
Yeah.
Is there's like no flavor, but it tastes like not.
No,
No.
it's a CUKE-A-SAURUS.
Yeah.
That it literally, you know what? It just tastes like cucumber seeds. That's literally what it tastes like.
But, like,
I was
not
expecting it to be like
good.
sweet or sour or like like tart, something like that.
And
so it just threw me off so much. Absolutely, probably one of the coolest fruits I've ever seen, but it is so
I like
overhyped.
the texture.
It's like an antique store.
You know what?
Tastes like.
He's got a point. It tastes old.
Tastes like Great Aunt Pearl.
Why are you still eating it?
Do you like it?
No.
It just tastes like a cucumber. Tastes like
really because
like wood shop.
I don't even think it tastes as good as a cucumber because I like cucumbers, but I don't think.
Wow, how disappointing! Amazing
presentation.
Yeah,
presentation. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give presentation a 9.7. I'm gonna give flavor 1.9.
I would have. Yeah. Presentation, I'd probably around the same ballpark. I'd probably give it like a 9.8. That looks pretty cool.
It's a sick looking
spiked fruit.
Spiked fruit. Spiked melon.
Yeah.
CUKE-A-SAURUS.
Cool. Yeah. But definitely for flavor? 1.2.
Yeah,
literally. I spit it out. I did not like it. And I don't really think it tastes like a cucumber.
I do.
Because I think it's the like same area, but I don't even think it was as good as a cucumber. I think a cucumber has more flavor than that.
You know what's funny is a cucumber is actually sweeter. So I don't know if we just got a really like not ripe one.
Probably.
Do you mind taking this, Elon?
Yeah.
Thanks, Papa.
This.
Well, I mean, out of the three, I'm going to have to go with the quince or with the quince.
Yep.
And it very surprising. I wasn't expecting that. So I would say, yeah, however you pronounce this one, the quince was definitely the best.
Yeah.
But overall, not like super impressed with those three.
No.
The pepino melon was not very good. I liked this one actually. Pear apple mix. And then the last one was like a unflavored
cucumber.
Yeah, no flavor cucumber.
No flavor
non-flavored
at all. Yeah, I'll definitely say that's my favorite as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think it tastes bad. I just don't like the feeling it left on my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like very dry.
Very dry.
Like a weird film.
Kind of like that though. Because again, it reminds me of my pear tree from back
Yeah,
then.
right. So I was like, oh, memes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, reminiscing.
Reminiscing. Well, not great. Definitely better than the Mexican candy with Brittany. That was awful.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I probably wouldn't do any of those again though.
Mm-mm. I would not go out and purchase them. And they were expensive too.
Yeah.
But I bet it's because they're imported. And that's probably another reason why they're not good. I wonder, it's just like I don't like mangoes unless I go somewhere where mangoes are like native
Oh, interesting. You like those ones though?
Yeah. Because they're like good. They're sweet. I have never been able to pick a good mango to save my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
they're always like sour or they taste like rotten.
So like overripe or not ripe enough.
Yeah, and it's just not good.
Can't find the happy medium.
No.
Interesting. Well, that was Exotic Fruits, Taste Test Around the World. Shout out Exotic Fruits. Yeah. Thanks for watching us eat a bunch of fruit. All right. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about boyos a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to dive into relationships.
All right.
So we're going to be talking about Elon right in front of his freaking face.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, here's the tea. No.
Yeah. Yeah, just turn it or this one. Just don't even let her have a moment in the sun. Or what?
In the spotlight?
Moment in the sun. I like
need
that.
some sun.
Throw it on a t-shirt. This one actually has nothing to do with Elon.
Okay.
First question. Mm-hmm. Who is a celebrity couple you aspire to be like?
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
That's a great one.
Yep.
I had a huge crush on Blake Lively growing up.
She's gorgeous.
She was my celebrity crush. Have you seen the movie Free Guy?
Mm-mm.
It's so good.
I haven't seen it.
It's so good. It's like this dude who's an NPC, which is a non-playable character, which is like the kind of the background characters in a video game that you can interact with, but they're not real people.
Right.
You know, real people playing. And he realizes that he's an NPC, and it's a whole love story, action film. It's very fun. Super fun, actually. One of my favorites of last year. But shout out Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. That's a great one.
Especially at the Met Gala, how he would you could see in pictures or videos, he let her have her moment.
Right.
With her whole dress because she did the double dress thing.
Right.
And the way he just looked at her, I'm like, that man loves her. And their Instagram posts and stuff, they're funny and at each other and
they seem genuine.
Yeah. And that's what I like. I even when I make Instagram posts about Elon or whatever, it's some part will be sappy, but it's not oh my gosh, from the day I met, I don't like to do that. I'll be
my tubby wubby.
Yeah,
from the day I met you.
Yeah. It's just more I like to keep that stuff a little more personal
private,
between us. So I'll post things I had a Halloween post and it was a couple of Halloweenies or whatever.
That's good.
It's, yeah.
That's funny though.
It's exactly I like to be more funny than having a boyfriend is my personality trait.
Have you always kind of felt like more of a tomboy, like
absolutely,
girl?
Yeah.
And this is a picture from when
oh
Mikayla
God.
was
Oh God.
9 years old. As you can see, she's always kind of wanted to be a boy. Just kidding.
I'm actually a girl.
Oh, that is so funny. I love that.
No, I was definitely a tomboy growing up. I was kind of like the son my dad never got. I was in sports. I liked doing that.
Yeah. But it wasn't like he pushed you into it. You wanted to do it anyways.
Right, yeah. Right. Like I enjoyed doing that stuff. I'm very competitive. So,
same, yeah.
You know. But yeah, definitely I hung out with guys, which, you know, of course in high school that meant like rumors were flying left and right. But it was never like anything like that in any kind of way. I just felt more comfortable being around guys because they actually treated me like nice and they weren't fake to me. A lot of girls that like I went to high school with, middle school, like they were super fake or they'd have like the little cliques. Like I remember the girl who I actually ended up being like really good friends with, who I still talk to from high school. Shout out Katie if you ever watch this.
What up, Katie?
Her and I hated each other up into my junior year of high school.
For what? No reason?
No, I moved to Benson for high school. And I came from like a school that was like really small. Sports were not good there. I actually transferred during the middle of my 8th grade year. So like right before softball season, there was a whole bunch of crap that happened at like my other school. And so like I ended up just moving there. They didn't expect me to like make the softball team. They thought I wasn't going to be good, and like ended up playing varsity 4 years because like I actually like my dad taught me everything that I know.
Let's go. Like, shout out Pops if you're watching.
Shout out Sean.
Shout out Sean.
Shout out Sean. Everyone
you think Sean will watch this?
I'm going to make him watch it. I'm going to tell him, I'm going to be like, look, I was on the podcast. You got to see what's going on.
Yeah. We talked about you at the whatever marker we're at right now.
No, he's my best friend. I have a tattoo for him and everything.
Dope.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean.
But
we love you, boss.
There was like her, Katie, and this other girl. I won't mention her, but like they like would be friends, but then wouldn't be friends, and each one of them would like try to pull me like to each like them to like make the other person jealous.
Oh my gosh.
And then eventually we were just kind of like, whatever. Like we don't care about the other girl. And then Katie
nice censorship. I caught you.
Yeah, they were just like, whatever. Like me and Katie just ended up being like really good friends. We got into trouble like yeah, but it was all in like good fun. Like it was never serious trouble. We'd just like stay out later, or we'd go somewhere like we probably shouldn't have been like late at night. We'd go to the next town like 45 minutes over because she was boy crazy about the boys in Wilcox. She just loved them. And
I mean, who was not?
Yeah.
No, I mean, in that day and age, all the boys in Wilcox were
I think it was also because like they weren't in the same town as us.
Right. It was
kind of
like
it was a small town, like 5,000 kids. 68 was my graduating class. So like super small. So she just wanted to like get out and go like over there because
be crazy.
They were also more farm town than us. So like the boys were like a little bit more like
a little bit beefier,
bigger, not like beefy, but they were just more muscular because they were working all the time.
Yeah, milking
so
udders
I think
and whatnot.
Yeah, like I remember there was this one time that her and I, we left actually a crawfish boil
at
the other girl's place that we did it like that we were just like whatever.
Yeah, right. So she was putting on a crawfish boil, or her parents were?
Her parents, because her grandpa was like if you've ever heard of Tombstone, like
the pizza.
No, like Tombstone, like Wyatt Earp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I live right down there.
Oh, where it was filmed?
No.
The actual
like,
one.
The actual town. I mean, it was filmed there
where
too.
the pizzas are made?
No, but that's like a real town. Like it's looks the exact same way. Like town too tough to die. Like you got OK Corral there. Like they do not let you touch anything. If you want to live there, you have to keep everything looking that way. You can't renovate your house or do shit.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
That's like totally up my dad's alley. No, you're chilling.
Okay.
My dad loves like Western films, and like I'm sure he's seen Tombstone 100 times, and like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and all that stuff. You know, all those movies. That's like right up his alley. So I'm sure he would absolutely love to go visit. Yeah. I don't think he'd want to live there. No. Especially if you can't renovate.
It's fun to visit. Like I live 30 minutes from there, and I go like every so often.
Is Tombstone the same thing as Old Tucson?
No,
that's different.
Old Tucson is like actually in Tucson. Tombstone is its own town, like literally called Tombstone.
Gosh, crazy.
And Old Tucson is like where they would film that kind of stuff because it's like a movie set.
Right. It was so cool. That's the first time I actually came to Arizona. Was my grandparents lived out here. They would come out here. They were like snowbirds, so they'd come out here during the winters.
Yeah, that's
and then
big.
We'd visit them in Tucson, and then we would go to Old Tucson like every single time we'd visit.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
It's closed right now.
Is it really?
Still because of COVID. Yeah.
I remember specifically one story. This guy was like, he was like a huge daredevil. Like he absolutely loved it. So he gets shot. He's like one of the main characters. He gets shot off of a roof, tumbles down like the, what are those called? Like the roof,
like the rafter part,
the canopy.
Yes,
like a metal canopy.
Yeah.
He rolls off of it and then lands on like the wooden walkway, and then he's dead. So he has to stay there for the rest of like the scene. And then the scene wraps up, and they have like a bunch of medics come in, and like he chipped his tooth, and like the tooth got stuck in his lip, so it was just like blood everywhere. And he's like, "Oh, it's fine. Like this literally just happened a couple weeks ago too. Like it happens all the time."
Speaking of which, Katie actually just texted me, so that's really hilarious.
That is funny.
Yeah, she just got back from Japan.
All right, here's your next question.
Okay.
Which is crazy. We got so sidetracked.
I know.
But it's totally fun. What's something that gets harder in a relationship after the 1 year mark?
I feel like you get into a routine of like, this is like how everything is. So I feel like you don't flirt as much because like you've already like gotten past like that like flirty stage.
The honeymoon stage?
Yeah. So like the honeymoon part. And you know, like going on dates and stuff, like instead of like us going on like super big like fancy dates or like whatever, like how people do when you're first trying to like impress someone.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like our 1 year was like a big thing, and then our first date was obviously like huge, and we've gone on like other stuff, and I think that that's what's hard, is trying to like keep the fun part. Like, I mean, obviously a relationship is fun, but like keeping that like excitement of like new things happening, because it's like once you're with someone for like a long time, you've pretty much like hit a lot of like the major things like that you would do. Right. So I think that's I
have heard that from anybody who's been on the podcast. I kind of seem to ask questions like that. Like, what is it kind of like, you know, after the 1 year mark? Because everybody gets in the honeymoon phase for at least the first year. And once you hit that 1 year mark, it's kind of like, oh, like this is a real relationship. And it's not just like, oh, ookie gookie, baby wavy, you know, like we love each other like that. And so I think it was like maybe one of the first episodes that we shot, I was asking Jordan, and she was saying the same thing, like keeping the relationship exciting, keeping it alive. Like there's certain things that you have to do to just like not get stuck in a rut. Yeah. Because like obviously you still love them no matter what you guys are doing together, but you're like best friends. You should be doing fun stuff together.
And I think the other thing that can get kind of hard is after a year, like, you know the person. You should know the person, like, decently well.
Really well.
And so, you know, like, we get in little arguments. Every couple does, like, about stupid stuff. Some people stay mad at each other for a really long time. Luckily, we're the type of people where it's like, all right, we argue about something, 30 minutes, it's done and over with. Like, we don't talk about it. Like, we don't care about it. It's just like, I mean, like I told you, you know, we get in an argument, hang up the phone, and I'm not even kidding, 5 minutes later I'll call back and be like, all right, you're right, I was being a little over dramatic, like I'm sorry, like I've come to my senses.
Who usually apologizes first?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
He's nodding his head.
I'm just like so chillaxed, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like to escalate things.
Right.
And I, just because of like previous,
I'm not in the wrong sometimes. I will recognize when I'm in the wrong.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
Yeah, you know when you're in the wrong, but like in those moments you'll apologize. Right. But will she still apologize first? Like, does she just have? Because like for example, me and my brother can absolutely identify when he's in the wrong. But in most situations, if we ever get into like an argument, I'm usually the first one to apologize. And I don't know why. I just like right when I leave the situation, I'm like, okay. My first thought is, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that. And then literally right after that, it's like, wow, that was not a big deal at all, and I just like was a total butthead, and all I want to do is go back and be like, sorry, that was so stupid.
Yeah, I'm just not an emotional like arguer, you know what I mean?
And I am.
I am too. Me too.
Collected, most like 99% of the time.
Right.
And I'm not saying that she's not, but it's like sometimes we both could let our emotions, you know, take over.
Yeah. Right. Of course, everybody, literally everybody.
But I mean, I just.
I also think that I apologize first because I don't see the point in being mad at someone that like you really love.
Right,
like it's like, and it's like, it's more like I because of like past relationships that I've had, like I don't know if like he's gonna react like the same way that they would, like, oh, like you're just pissed off at me, like I'm gonna be pissed off now just because you're pissed off.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
So it's
That's
more
tough.
like, all right, like I'm just gonna be a big person. I'm not gonna say the bigger person, but I'm just gonna be like, you know what, it's not even worth staying upset about it. Like even if I want to stick to my guns about something, it's just not worth it to me. It's more worth it to like get over the argument and just make up and
make out.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think especially if it's your person, like you've been dating for a while now, you know what irritates them, they know what irritates you. Sometimes that can get in the way of an argument or like escalate an argument, but at the end of the day, you're going to come back and be like, you're still like my favorite person on the planet. Yep. You know what I mean? Like you're still, and that's like the sacrifice that goes into having a real relationship. You need to sacrifice certain things. And a lot of that is more so emotional than it is like, a lot of people think relationship gets serious, finances get, you know, you got to spend more money and you got to spend more time with them. But really, most of the sacrifices come from like character quality changes about yourself. Like there's certain things that you have to change in order to make it work. Yep. And it's just like kind of realizing
and
that.
It's hard.
It's
hard, especially if you're like away like all the time. Like I definitely, after especially my last relationship, I became like a pretty negative person just because like that one was pretty bad. Like he was not very nice. I became like a really negative person. He's kind of the one who like pointed it out. And even now at work, like I'm like super positive and I'm just, and everyone's like, how can you be so positive? Like you're working here and you're dealing with customers who are just pissed off all the time or hangry or whatever.
Food service. Industry.
Yep. And so I'm like, well, you know what? The only thing, like, I'm not going to make any money if I'm a negative person, and I'm not going to make their experience any better. And I actually care about the experience because I want people to come back, like me, get regulars, and all that kind of stuff.
Build a clientele list.
And it's like, these are literally free. Yeah. Like, you know, like it just splash and a smile.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So definitely just like, that's something that I had to change, was like the negative like mindset about things. Like I was more of a glass half empty rather than half full. Right. So.
And you feel like you've kind of transitioned out of that a little bit.
I'm working on it, especially. Yeah. I mean, sure. Do I ever catch myself? Like everyone's going to have moments where they're going to be negative. Right. But I definitely try to think in a more positive way.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Here's your next question for relationships. What's something you've learned from a past failed relationship?
To not be so trusting of everyone. Like there was this guy, I always dated guys who were older than me because I was raised as like an only child. My parents are older, so I always was around adults. I wasn't really around kids, so I always had like a maturity level. Like everyone, when they meet me, like they're like, oh my god, you're only 21, like you seem so much older, like so much more mature, like for your age. Even when I was younger, like people would say that. My counselors, my teachers, they would all say that to me. Right. So I always dated guys that were older because I found that guys that were my age were just like immature and like not really like what I was looking for. Right. And there was this one guy, and we dated. I started dating my sophomore year of high school, so he was a senior, and then went into my same age as him. Right. Like it's no big deal. Went into my junior year, and he was a freshman in college, and he ended up cheating on me with a freshman in high school. So this guy was just like a piece of work, honestly. Like he was just like, everyone knew it. Like I like knew it, but didn't want to believe it because I was like, you know, I'm gonna trust him. Like he seems like he really cares about me and like all this stuff. So I've definitely been more guarded with myself when it comes to like trusting people. Yeah. And
I'm sure even in the beginning of your relationship with Elon, you probably had your guards up for a while.
Especially after the last guy that I dated too.
Oh, so you've had multiple occurrences where guys kind of threw you under the bus a little bit.
Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like there was I won't even count the first guy because we were in like 8th grade and we were more like really good friends. So I guess like the first guy I really dated, him and I, we were solid. Like it was good. He was leaving like for whatever, like he was gonna end up going to college or whatever.
Cause you were in 8th grade and he was a senior?
No. I was a freshman.
And he was a senior?
No, he was a junior. But it was like before that. Like we were just kind of like, no, like we're just gonna like drop it, leave it at that. And that was fine. Like we were cool after that. And then I kind of had like a bunch of like failed relationships attempts. Also, I know I'm not an ugly girl. Yeah. Right. And like, especially.
Nope.
Like,
What am I supposed to say?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
No, you're not an ugly girl, obviously.
I'm not like a bad looking girl, but also think in my town, 400 kids was like at the high school. So you had like your cream of the crop girls, like whatever, and then you had like the girls and who were like jocks. Like I was kind of a jock, you know,
softball.
So obviously like being one of like the prettier girls, like you had like limited options there. 68 kids, like
right in your graduating class.
Yeah, 400 kids, whatever.
Right.
And so I remember like the older boys would like literally call dibs, like, oh, like I got dibs on this one, and like of course being a naive like girl, like you're thinking like, yes. Oh, like they just like me, like not even thinking like weird stuff. So like I definitely feel like my looks, like it was kind of like a thing where it's like, oh, like I've got the baddest girl in school, or like I've got this or that, and you know, me thinking like, oh my gosh, like he actually likes me, like whatever, when really it was just like a standing type of thing, like he just wanted to be like there, like, oh, like look at me, like I've got her, and it wasn't like
more of a status.
It wasn't
thing.
Yeah, it wasn't genuine.
I think that's more common in small schools. Like you want this like status almost.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is so funny. Here is your next question about relationships. Actually, this is your last question about relationships. Okay. What relationship advice would you give to high school Mikayla?
Oh God, I would definitely tell her to not expect every guy to be genuine. Obviously, that would be like the number one thing, is like don't get your hopes up too much either, and don't invest yourself so early. Like don't put your like 100% into everything so early, because I have gotten my heart ripped out of my chest a lot, and so and it was awful, but like honestly, like I'm so glad that I went through that, so then I've become such a stronger person because of that. So honestly, thank you to all of you guys who broke my heart. But
shout out,
I got
Trevor, Connor, Alex. Was that any of them?
Okay. You were pretty close, but I thought you were gonna say one of them. I was like, oh.
You know what's funny is we shot the first episode of season 2. I did it with Bethany.
Yeah, and she was like, she had to bleep everything. I remember that. I watched that. I remember.
She's like, oh my gosh, like those are a couple.
You were pretty close,
yeah.
But yeah, I would just tell her like, don't think that every guy's like intentions are genuine. Guard yourself. Like, don't just jump for like the first guy who like has any sort of interest in you, because of course, you know, it's like if someone who's like good looking, obviously like that's like a big thing that goes into like your first impression of someone is like a good looking person. I'm like, you need to get to know them a little bit more before you just like agree like, yeah, like we can date, like whatever, like, and then put your whole heart into everything,
right? Because you're just gonna set yourself up for getting heartbroken.
I would also tell her to not listen to all of the rumors, bull crap at the end of like a relationship that like people obviously make up, which
because it doesn't matter,
because people have like literally a 2-week window where they'll remember stuff and then it'll be gone. So like don't dwell on that kind of stuff, because I used to dwell being like, oh my god, this person like doesn't like me, and like they're saying this about me and blah blah blah, and like that's not even true, and like I would just tell her to just not even
don't even worry about it.
Just don't even worry about it.
But it's so tough when you're in high school. You're so like I mean, you're just like naive and young and all that stuff. So like everything seems so important when you're in high school. Yeah. Now looking back, if there are any high schoolers watching right now, high school is not that important. No. And it's like, I know it doesn't make sense when you're in the moment. And me even saying that isn't really going to make an impact on how you're going to like live out your life in high school. Yeah. But if I could give you any advice, like high school, I can't even remember most of high school. There's like, it's not that important. Trust me.
It's really not.
And even on a bigger scale, like college is awesome. College is so much better than high school. And really college doesn't matter that much either.
No.
I don't really talk to that many people from college anymore. There's like a small group of
I'm still in college and I don't.
Right, exactly.
You know?
I have some close friends that I met through college and they're going to stick around no matter what. Yep. The people that I was like trying to impress in college, I don't even remember their names anymore. Like seriously, going to these parties, you're like, you want to be the cool kid, or you want to like have a good impression. You want everybody to like you.
It's not important. It doesn't matter.
I don't even remember what they look like.
And they're probably, a lot of those people who are like that too, they're probably not doing too much.
Yeah. Or they're doing their own thing and they're not thinking about you.
Nope.
Like at all.
Yep.
So that's a little advice.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to finish off the podcast with a game that a lot of people probably remember. It's a fan favorite. I was actually requested to bring this game back. I took it out for season 2. Yeah. And then everybody's like, yo, where's CUKE-A-Cringe? Where's CUKE-A-Cringe? So we're going to bring it back today.
All right.
We'll see how it goes. If it's fun, then we're probably going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
All right. So here's your first one. And the fun thing about these is they're all submissions from Instagram.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I put it on my story, and then a bunch of people were like, yo, you should ask this and ask that.
Yeah.
So I'll even talk about who like submitted them. So here's your first one, and this is from Brittany. She's from California. She was actually
Brittany. Yeah.
So her question was, mama's boys, cute or cringe?
Cute.
I
really hope that I have boys. If I'm being honest, like I really would just like to have like boys because I want, like, you know, like I'm a daddy's girl. Like my dad's, like I said, like my best friend. Absolutely. So I think like mama's boys are really cute.
Wouldn't you want to,
it makes them a little more soft, like more like emotional too, which like helps.
Yeah, that is cool.
You're a mama's boy.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
And so like that also so that helps, you know.
Okay, but you grew up as a daddy's girl. Wouldn't you want a daughter who's like obsessed with Elon? Like, let's say you guys had kids.
Absolutely.
So that'd
be cool
I
also
too.
would like to have like, but I would also want like my daughter to be like best friends, like kind of relationship too.
Right.
See, just because I had like a good relationship with my mom, but like we also like fought a lot when I was in high school, just, you know,
is
normal high school stuff.
High school girls.
But like all these girls who are like, my mom's my best friend. I'm like, you know what? That's like really cool. Like I hope like I have like, if I do have a daughter, like I really hope that I have a good relationship. But like I definitely want
boys.
But I also like meaning, absolutely. They're a lot less to worry about.
Right. So mama's boy is cute.
So cute.
Right on. Shout out Britt. Thanks, Britt, for sending in a question. Here's your next one. And this is from Taomi. She's from England.
Okay.
She said, cute or cringe, overused sneakers. So guys who are wearing like really dirty sneakers or like really worn out sneakers.
Honestly, it's pretty cringe. But I'm also not a shoe girl. Like I don't really care. Like I will wear the same pair of shoes for like 4 years. Okay. So like I like having new shoes, but I just don't want to go spend the money on like really nice like new shoes because I spend my money other ways. I don't spend it on clothes, but other stuff like.
What do you spend money on then?
A lot of skincare. Like I like to I like having like good clean base. Like I don't like to wear makeup too much. So like I mean I wore some today just because I knew I was going like on the internet.
Right, yeah.
But for the most part I like
Me too. I'm just wearing foundation and mascara. That's all for me. So
I literally just throw on like eyebrows. Like I just like fill in my eyebrows because my eyebrows like are naturally like black. Like the hairs are just like super dark, even though my hair is not naturally black.
Yeah, you're blonde originally, right?
Yeah, I'm like a lighter, like a dirty blonde. Dirty blonde, yeah. But my eyebrows are black, so like I have to like fill in like the sparse areas. So that's pretty much what I do. Like when I go to work, I have lash extensions that like I do myself. So I just like boop, boop, done. I don't want to touch it.
Right. All right. So here's your next one. This is from Jeremy. He's from Minnesota. Okay. He asked, cute or cringe? Frugal guys. You know what frugal
like
means?
with their money.
Yeah. So like somebody who's very money conscientious.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of frugal with my money. Okay. To some extent.
Do you want to date a guy who's frugal too, or do you want him to spend more money than you?
I mean, I think frugal guys are kind of cringe because I am like very big on that. Like if you take a girl out on a date, I'm fine. Like him and I, like Elon and I, we split a lot, but like we've gotten to that point in the relationship where it's like normal. But like especially like if you take a girl out on her first couple dates or like something, like spend the money. Like you're gonna impress her, okay? Like it's more about like the first impression type of thing. So like you're gonna impress her like if you go out and spend money. Now if you're saying something like, oh, like I'm not gonna buy this, but I'm gonna go buy this for myself instead, like kind of thing. Like even though we need this, like I'm not gonna spend money on it, but I'm gonna go buy what I want. I don't like that. Right. So I would say frugal guys are kind of cringe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Don't blow your money on stuff. Like don't be like, oh, I'm just a big spender, throw my money around.
Buy a bike, buy a, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like don't but if you're going to spend money like on me, like like if you were the girl, like on me, that's okay. Like that's very cute. That's very endearing. Like it shows that you aren't so concerned about money that like you're still going to put me as a priority. Right. Okay. It makes sense. Yeah. But I think from a guy's perspective, it's very attractive when a girl is frugal because I think, and I don't know this for sure, but like from personal experience, guys seem to be a little bit more frugal than girls. Yeah. You know, just like in random things. Yeah. So, as a guy, finding a girl who's also frugal is like almost attractive. Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, dope. You understand that like this is important.
Money's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dope. Like that's how I am. Like I'm definitely more on like the conservative side with my money. Now, when I come up here to like come hang out with you guys, I'm going to spend some money. Right. But I'm not going to do it every single day. Like when I'm back home, I'm like, this money goes here. This money goes to my college payment. This money goes into my savings. Like I'm very like money conscientious, which is good because my freshman year,
not like that.
No.
So that's something that you kind of have developed over time. Interesting.
Yep.
Great question. Thanks, Jeremy from Minnesota. We appreciate you watching. Here's your next one. This is from Ryan. He's also from Minnesota.
Okay.
He said, cute or cringe? Cake pops.
They're kind of cute. I will say that that's hard because I think they're cringy because I love cake, and if I'm eating cake, like
You want cake.
I want cake.
You don't want a cake pop.
Want like
you want
a little here's my cake type of thing. So can I put a kind of cute?
You can do half and half.
I will say half.
Cute/cringe.
Yeah, cute/cringe.
Okay.
Because they're cute for kids. They're really cute. When kids eat them, they're like, with their little hands and stuff.
True.
So I think that they're cute, but like if I see an adult eating a cake pop, I'm like, what? I eat that in one bite.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
For me personally, I would say cringe just because I don't really like cake pops. And I think it's kind of a hot take, though. Yeah. I think a lot of people do like cake pops.
Unpopular opinion.
I like the cake inside. For whatever reason, I don't like the chocolate on the outside. I don't know why.
I'm a frosting girl.
Oh,
so
I
would rather have frosting, but it has to be buttercream. It can't be like the whipped cream stuff.
Okay, yep, that just changed my. Okay, I love buttercream frosting, but if it's like the
whipped cream,
gross. The marshmallow one.
Yeah, I won't eat it.
The only time I'd eat that,
and
we talked about this last night. Snicker salad.
Yep.
Snickerdoodle salad or whatever it is.
Yeah, Snicker salad.
Yeah, which is like it's the same consistency. It's like whipped cream or like kind of like
Cool
marshmallow.
Whip,
yeah, exactly. I love that. But I don't like it on a cake. And I don't know why.
Me either.
My dad loves it. It's like his favorite.
Yeah,
same.
I hate it. Like literally, funny. Like I will scrape. Like if I go to a birthday or like someone has a cake, like coworkers will be like leaving, oh, here's a cake. And they always do like the cheapest cake, right? So I get the whipped cream one. I'll scrape the whipped cream frosting off, throw it in the trash, and I'll just eat the cake.
For real. Me too, actually.
Unless it's buttercream. Then I'm like, oh, let me get some extra frosting, like put it on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Too funny. All right. So here's your next one.
Okay.
This is also from Taomi. She sent in 2 for us.
Okay.
So she said, cute or cringe, using your phone at the dinner table?
Cringe. Hard cringe.
Yeah, we hate that.
My parents taught me from a young age, when you are at the dinner table or like you are going out to eat with someone, like you are there to spend time with them. You're not here to be doing this stuff.
Right.
And I'm a server / bartender. So like I see couples all the time and I'm like, they're probably texting each other. Like, they can't hold a conversation this way, so they're probably like, hey.
How's your food?
Yeah, and it's so cringy because then you're just sitting. We never. Maybe once in a while we'll be like, oh, I just thought of something. Let me look this up really quick. Or, like, let me show you this. But it's never like we're sitting here, like, on our phones not paying attention to each other. And I think it, like, mega cringe. I will put mega cringe on that.
Cringe.
Like, it's awful.
I'm going to put that right on. It should say mega cringe right now.
Yeah. Like, that is, like, one of my pet peeves, too.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And
that was a good one.
That was a good one? Yeah. Shout out Taomi.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Here is your last one.
Okay.
And this is from Melissa. She's from Florida. Cute or cringe, Pete Davidson and Kim K.
Cringe.
Why?
I'm sorry. I think it's really cringe. First of all, I think Pete is just like not the kind of guy. I think that Kim is following in Courtney's footsteps with the whole Travis Barker thing.
Okay.
Like with like
tall, skinny white guy.
Yeah, I think that, and they're like all kind of because they all went from like, except for Courtney. Courtney was with Scott. It's like obviously her type is just like white guys because I feel like they follow a trend. Like they all go from like being with like one type of guy to like being with the next type of guy.
And they all date the same type of guy.
Yeah.
Except I wouldn't say
Kendall.
Chloe.
Well,
Kylie's still talking to Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And then Kylie is talking to Devin Booker.
You mean Kendall?
Or Kendall Jenner, is talking to Devin Booker.
Yeah.
And they've been talking for a while.
Yeah.
But it's like
those two though.
Yeah, it's more the Kardashian. The Kardashian girls are like, oh, we like, like rappers. And then they go like, oh, we like athletes. And then it's like, oh, we like white comedians or like white musicians or, like that skinny like crackhead build almost.
And I just don't see like it being, honestly, I don't even see it being genuine.
No, I don't either.
I see it as like, I'm sorry, unpopular opinion, but I see it to be like a very fake relationship, like for media. Like Chris definitely sent that stuff up.
She sets it up, low-key.
Yeah, she definitely set that stuff up.
It is weird. It's tough to differentiate between like, do they really like these guys, or is it like they are the Kardashians, probably the most publicized family of all time? Yeah. Are they doing everything, including their relationships, to bring in even more people? Like, how do you even differentiate? We don't even really know who they are as people. Like, how can you even decipher?
I just don't think that it's genuine, and I don't like that. Like, you can definitely tell, like, when people post stuff, like, just for, like, the fame.
Like MGK and Megan Fox.
Yeah.
It's
the same thing. Like, everyone's going into, like, these skinny kind of white boy, like, what you would consider to be emo or, like, whatever.
Depressed.
Like,
Or
like,
not depressed. They're actually
E-boys.
depressed.
Literally E-boys. Like,
I do think Pete Davidson's actually depressed, but...
Well,
I think he is a little messed up, but I do see the appeal about him.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good-looking guy, and he's very funny. So I understand. And he's tall, good-looking, you know, well, kind of
he's a decent-looking guy. Like, I would set him, like, a solid, like, 7 or 8 on the scale.
Yeah, I
would give him a 7, honestly.
But I like Pete Davidson a lot, and I think he's actually...
He's funny.
The funny thing about him is I think he's way more real than, like, Kim K is.
Oh, and that's the other thing, too, is, like, that's why I'm, like, I just think that the whole thing is fake. And, like... They also went through, like, their whole thing where, BBLs, like, they're the big thing, and now they're trying to get rid of them because, like, nobody, like, thinks that they're cool anymore. Like, they just follow whatever's popular and trending,
very trendy
in the moment.
Very trendy fame. I mean, they pretty much decide a lot of what is trending in culture right now, but it's interesting to kind of dissect.
I think it's kind of cringe.
Yeah, I would.
Plus, also with her having, like no shade, no tea to her, but, like, having, like, 5 kids and then bringing in this guy who's, like, he's not very old. Right. Like, he's definitely younger than her, right?
How many? Yeah, he is younger. For
sure.
I'm
like, he's definitely younger.
How many kids do they have?
5.
Do they really?
Because North, Psalm, Saint. There's another one, and then there's Chicago.
Oh my gosh,
Chicago's the youngest.
If I would have guessed, I would have said Kim and Kanye had 2 kids together.
No,
but
I
really
5.
I don't follow them very
But
much.
a lot of them were surrogates. She only had 2, and then I think the 2 or 3, whatever's left, were through a surrogate. So someone else carried the baby for her.
Interesting.
So they turkey basted.
Yeah, you turkey basted. You got to keep your image up, right? You got to stay skinny.
Well, she had a lot of complications, like, with her pregnancies before, so she couldn't.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, so I also think that aspect of, like, you know, bringing someone in, like, around her kids and, like, stuff like that. And, like, the stuff with Kanye is still pretty fresh, especially for those kids. Like, I just think that it's hard. I think it's a little hard.
Yeah, it's tough. That's a tough situation, especially when you're in the spotlight, too, because you can't even keep anything behind closed doors or, like, try and resolve it as a family, because your family is literally on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, TV, you know,
they
movies,
have
everything.
They're poster boards, billboards,
so publicized.
Like, yeah.
So
yep.
So a little cringe, obviously.
A little cringe.
Well, that was my last cute or cringe for you. Yeah. So that wraps up the episode. Yeah. Mikayla, thanks so much for coming over. I had a blast today.
I did too. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course.
Finally. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, finally, about time. Episode 19.
Okay, to be fair, I've only known you for, like, 2 episodes.
True. That is true. We've only known each other for, like, what, 3 weeks? Maybe? 4 weeks? Yeah. Too funny.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Hit the thumbs up.
Comment. Join the Patreon. Guys, thank you so much for joining today. We're super pumped that you were here for the whole episode. If you're listening right now, thank you so much. We will catch you next Monday.
Comment carrot if you're still here.
Yeah, comment carrot right now.
Yeah.
Do it right now. Do it. All right, peace.
Bye. That was fun. That was so much fun.